Shemamba, a year ZionFelix at the Insendi Abetija as the Enya Asantisa. Nina anything, Efa a year electricity, a way Mangana. Because I am or just a year and a half pay so I say a binding for year. Now or so a year prepaid or so 2,000 sister is immediately 2 to 3 months. Now a year December ya. Last year, December, Wakoto prepaid almost a year to January, and then getting to 4,000. And say, I buy papa now, wapapa, and it is. Yeah, on your buy papa, none of the 3 months. Yeah, or yeah, I buy papa 1 month, it's to make you about 4,000. Every year, ZionFelix, I can send it to a day apart a year electricity. You're more than you could see in 7
Guamu you
3, 4, 5. But mean you 1 and 2. It was a way prepaid meters.
Okay.
In the past, I used to buy 2,000 a month. Next too much. What 2,000 to be 2-3 months.
Okay. In the
past, 2,000 in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's like 2 years back or 3 years back. And I'm just about 1,000 Ghana cedis. 1,000 chapa. Now, me back Ghana December here. Okay, we have 4 receipts. Now, in the 1 month, what me receipt into me can why can't certificate assessing.
Okay.
Why can't dates no ne come out. Every time I'm talking dates. Dates was so say.
Okay. We 17th December. 2005.
But
2025.
To go. 17th and then 11th. In do 1 month though.
In do 1 month.
So when you receipt from 17th to a net date, I in the 1 month though. It was saying
1,000 Ghana.
That's all. Next,
okay.
Dates.
Okay.
Dates.
So 26th December.
I'm not sure the date before. How many days in a day? I think from 17 to 27.
9 days.
9 days.
9 days.
That 1,000 that's okay. 1,000 is not her 17th no.
Yeah.
And some got that 1,000. That's not, after 9 days. 1,000 is asa. At 1,000.
Okay. 2,000 no.
Where 2,000? 26. No, they did
2nd January.
How many days after we know?
We are 7 days.
7 days, but 1,000 is asa. 7 days. 1,000 is prepaid nasa. Okay. At
1,000. It was here. We are 8th January.
How many days no?
5 days.
5 days. 1,000 is not so. I was 5 days prepaid. We don't go to prepaid them go to. In fact, my father was shocked. But say, also say, off. Prepaid sound. If you phone your light, do one light. I was prepaid as I was at me to prepaid 2nd January 2026. 5 days time. 1,000 is inside.
Asa.
And then 11th January. In less than a month, I spend 4,000. If you're ready. If you're make store how? Hey! And how? And I get a point of faction. I was 4,000 Ghana cedis. Busumi soon. I was from 17th and 11th. It's like 6 days. Ah, Busumi Nason. It's a medicaba or Baku. The 16th. 6. Wait a minute, my fan chain. Abuja, where's the phone now?
Okay.
Abuja, in less than a month, I've spent 4,000 Ghana cedis just on prepaid. Hey, just on prepaid 4,000. I didn't first time use 2,000 Ghana cedis no. From December 17th to 11th January 2026. December 17th, that is last year. Mindi Wamanto. Mato 4,000 worth of prepaid. Some of I'm sure mato 5,000. Ebusia. Oh, yes.
If you know the weight of us now walk. Woman say what is
Ebusia. It's wow. Ebusia. It's almost been can't say it's ne boy ma papa. 2.5. It's ne 2.5. I boy it's a boy. 2.5 a 70. I still join by force.
But therefore, I want to ask this. Me, Shada, I don't know much about this. How ECG for more. Yes, but my main gusa because anyoma we use o demo hono. What do you think, say? Air causes this kind of.
I don't bet him. One.
For JionFelix near what TS seems to be tell. I said now home with you. In the 1 month. Or to prepaid 4,000 Ghana cedis. Or Sessan in Nema no use you. Or Sessan Nema no use no 2 years, 3 years ago no. And Nema use now no that's use. Time I not taught 2,600 then it didn't 2 to 3 months no. Or Sessan Nema no one no use or 2,000 within 5 days in Asa, 7 days in Ash. About Papa. Winner then.
There is this guy that walks to the pump to go and buy fuel. He used to buy at 14, now he's buying at 10, he's okay. Then we said, let's go and check how many people, how many vehicles are even moving around. We realized that it's not even 5% of the population.
How?
Yes. I mean, how many cars are coming into the country even per annum? How many cars do we have across? 36 million. How many vehicles do we have in the
What the point you're making? But Trøûßle is
hang on. So I'm coming. So we said, okay, let's go to the 90% of the people. Then we noticed something interesting. So these are the 90%. The trader, the tomato seller, the ginger seller, the pepper seller, the teacher, the ministry's department agency, the civil servant. You have the nurse. You have the medical doctor, you have the student, you have the unemployed young person, you have the mechanic and the apprentice. So we said, how are these people in their cycle, in their value chain, how are they affected by a dollar moving from 14 to 10 or inflation moving from 23 to 5.4? Then we started testing it. And guess what? If you are a teacher, and I think if Apreku has let's even use the market woman. The market woman, Nantia Kusia, who is in Wasadompem, okay, who in 2024 was annually, after all the expenses, makes about 18,000 into her pocket, 2024. Indeed, in 2025, her income has increased from 18,000 to 19,000. 19,620 thereabout. But Paul, guess what?
How did her income increase?
Oh, I mean, of course, the sales have gone up between 2024 and 2025.
Okay.
She's selling, so she's seen some increase in income, okay. But guess what? In 2024, her annual expenditure on electricity was 3,600. One would have thought that once dollar has come down, once inflation has dropped, you know, PUS, you go and look at all their releases in the past, they will typically tell you that they are increasing electricity because of inflation and because of exchange rates. You know that.
Yes, correct.
Now, strangely, in 2025, when all these things are looking amazing, for Auntie Akusia, his electricity of 3,600 has shot up. From 3,600 to 4,613 in 2026. Yes, because the government has increased electricity by 28%. Auntie Akosia is now paying 1,151 for water. She used to pay 960 because the government has increased water by 15%.
So the government's macroeconomic performance, you are saying that it's not commensurate with the government services delivery.
I'm not the one saying it. The numbers
the government services delivery are still high.
The numbers are saying, but you see, because of the 10% who are doing really good, the entire conversation has been about them. The CSOs, the elites, they are happy. It's true. They are okay. And that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't debate us on this. But Auntie Akosia, the market seller, this is her reality. The fact of the matter is that in 2024, she was paying 1,650 for her daughter Angela at University of Ghana. But in 2025, 2026, she's paying 2,350 for her daughter.
Because university have increased
fees.
Increased.
Again, Auntie Akosia, who used to pay 6,200 for her daughter at Ivandi Hostel at Legon, is paying 7,800. Now, guess what? In 2024, when inflation was 23%, when dollar was 14% cedis, when fuel was 14 cedis, which we are all talking about. Basically, that is the entire conversation when it comes to the MDC performance. So you ask yourself, how does it impact on Auntie Akosia in Wasadompem? This is the impact. Auntie Akosia is actually saving in 2024. She was saving 5,590, which she is able to carry forward to pay for Angela's deposit for fees next academic year. But in 2026, when dollar has dropped from 14 to 10, when inflation has dropped from 23 to 5, when fuel has dropped from 14 to 10, and Tia Kosia is able to save just 3,705. Paul, this is a reality. These are numbers. And these numbers are being masked by the macro conversation. And so when we finish this, we did it for the market seller, we did it for teachers, Auntie Madam Martha in Bodowa is there, we did it for apprentice, we did it for so many people. Then we realized that there are some 90% of the population whose voices are not being heard. But we said, well, this could be Miracles and his voices view and the appraisal. So let's go to the people. That is what led to the People's Forum. So we went to the people and said, listen, this is what we've identified. What is your reality? And they validated it. Now, in our appraisal...
How did they validate
the numbers. I just shown you.
Okay.
I just shown you. Is it not true that even though dollar has dropped from 14 to 10, inflation has come from 20 to 5, electricity has been increased by 28%?
But petrol prices are down, so transportation...
So why is it that petrol prices have moved from 14 to 10, and yet in 2024, Accra to Kumasi, I was paying 90 cedis, but in 2025, I am paying 110.
An increase of 20 cedis?
That is the disconnect we are discussing.
When the price of petrol has come down.
Move to there.
So what do you attribute to it there?
No, but that's
it's a huge disconnect. So economic students must study it.
So all the People's Forum is saying is that government, after you've had a conversation around the 10%, it's time for you to now go and pay attention to the 90%. And the truth of the matter is that this gives validation to the economists and the theorists who are saying that our macroeconomic indicators that have improved are not real. To the extent that the real sectors are not being stimulated. Listen, go to the ministry, departments, and agencies. Paul, the whole 2025, go and check how much releases were given to them. So you see, government is stifling private sector. Government is not paying and releasing money to private sector. Now, that is the quickest way to deal with your inflation. When people don't have money in their pocket, they don't spend.
There's nothing to spend.
And when people are not spending, inflation will come down. And when you do that, the people will suffer.
But the macroeconomic figures will look okay.
But macroeconomy must impact micro. Macro is nonsense without micro improvement. But
macro cannot improve with macro in disarray.
That is it can't when you artificially manipulate it like we are seeing. So you see, that is
what I'm saying is that you have to start from the macro because that's what impacts the micro.
No, but if the macro is improved and is not reflecting on the micro, then you have to be worried.
Yeah, that's correct.
Now you have a situation where 90% of your people, in reality, and these are numbers, in reality, as of see, there are a few items that we could admit, especially the imported items, rice, oil, prices have gone down. But guess what, Paul? If you go to the 90% of the people, trust me, most of them, for example, the farmers, he farms his own maize, he farms his own plantain, he farms his own cassava, he sells them. When he makes money, his real bills are not rice and oil. Because basically he's eating banku from his maize. He's eating fufu from
his real bills are what?
His real bills are water,
fees,
electricity, school fees.
You may be right because Cocoa Board have said that the dollar has impacted them and they don't have enough money.
I am right. Let's even look at some of the common commodities. Water, sachet water. You agree with me that maybe you do milk, but I don't do milk.
What is milk?
I mean, ideal milk and carnation milk.
Okay.
Not all of us have to take milk.
Okay.
Not all of us have to take milk. So we cannot use that as a baseline of analysis.
But has milk gone down?
No, it's gone up. Carton of milk has gone up.
I see.
Now,
single unit milk.
It's gone up.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%. Sachet water. Sachet water. Everybody drinks sachet water. You agree?
Yes, correct.
Now, sachet water that used to sell at 8 cedis per pack. The
big one, yeah.
It's gone to 10.
Yeah, but every year prices move up.
That is not natural. We are saying that if you have a sharp decline, you see, inflation coming down doesn't mean that prices won't go up. But inflation moving from 23 to 5 means that when you are seeing increase in prices, they must be gradual. They must be slow.
Yeah.
If you have found milk moving from 3 to 5 cedis, that is not a reflection of your inflation moving from 23 to 5.
Rate of X.
55 to 70.
Rate of X now 70.
Yes. 10 of Milo.
Where is KKD's yam?
10 of Milo, 50 to 70.
You didn't bring KKD's yam. Where is it?
So you see, so the reality is that, go to the next slide of the commodities for me, Apreko. So the reality is that
cement has certainly gone down.
No.
Are you sure? No, I've seen adverts on TikTok saying cement is going down.
See, people go and pick all manner of receipts on TikTok and share. Listen,
yeah, I've seen that.
As of December 2024, 42.5 hour, and pay attention to the brand that I'm 42.5 hour of gas was between 90 to 95 cedis. Now it's selling between 110 to 120.
Iron Ross, they say, has gone down.
It's gone down.
Iron Ross
yes,
has
it's gone down.
Okay, all
it's
right.
Gone down. But you see, there is a reason why you'd notice that dollar comes down, but you still have a lot of commodities on our market
still going up.
The reason is because if I'm an industry player, if I'm a manufacturer, and you bring dollar down, true, I bring some of my input from abroad, so I should naturally reduce it. But immediately I come and put it in my factory, Paul, you realize that you've increased electricity by 28%. So it's zero-sum effect. I'm a cold store owner. I go and buy imported chicken. That has gone down because dollar has gone down. But when I bring the chicken and put it in my cold store, when I'm supposed to reduce the prices for consumers, I realize that my electricity has gone up by 20%.
Oh, that's why they're unable to reduce the price.
That is a reality.
As sharply as is expected.
That is the truth. The cocoa farmers.
So the GRA man's moving around telling people to reduce prices might not
work. How can you tell me to reduce price when my price will depend on my cost input? My pricing will depend on my cost input. Now, you go and look at the cocoa farmers. They are worse off.
That's what the cocoa board chairman
because
said.
You promised them 6,000 per bag. You are giving them 3,600. 2024, they were getting 3,100. Now, how much they are able to buy with one bag of cocoa has reduced. So all we are saying is that government, you've done well. Some 10% of the people are happy. Those who are importing their own cars to come and drive, those who are paying school fees, they are okay, but they are just about 10%. 90% of your people are actually suffering. 12 months, enough of the honeymoon.
Okay.
It's time for you to pay attention to this majority of the people and let's deal with the realities and fix their situations.